Hello and welcome back to another episode of AI Showdown. Today we have Sturgia on the offense. They will be facing off against Battania. Now, previously, when Sturgia and Battania faced off against each other, Battania did lose. However, they were the offensive party. They are now on the defense, and their defensive formation is relatively strong. They do hold the central infantry, two flanks of Fion champions, Fions. But Sturgia also has their own unique formation. Coming in the offense, they have three units of infantry, and their mounted Druznik will go forward. Their mounted archers. You might see them get cleaned up relatively quickly from the Fions. Now, these ranged archers are Sturgia's strongest cavalry. Their mounted raiders, I believe, are not as comparable. These are the tier 5 and tier 6 devastating units once they run out of their ammunition and can begin attacking in the melee. But they will face off against two flanks of the Fions. You might see them get cleaned up relatively quickly. Now, Sturgia does lead their assaults with the three infantry units, larger central force with two smaller flanks of infantry on either side, the 31 on both. But we're not sure how effective those smaller units will be when faced off against the Fions. The mounted archers already cleaned up, the last of them getting shot down, or the Sturgians can even make it halfway to the battlefield. Now, Sturgia does have the advantage that they have their heavy armor and large round shields. They'll be able to withstand the hail from the Fions long enough to reach their line. But we may see some shields break as well. It does look like some of the shots are getting around as they raise their shields. They raise them up. They do make their lower torso, lower body vulnerable. See, they are actually going to get cleaned up before they can even reach the Fions. Flank on this side faring better. Under the bombardment of the Fion champions, their shields are getting destroyed. It is leaving them vulnerable. Central infantry lines will engage. Sturgia does hold the advantage over Battanian infantry. But if the Fion champions can wrap around, set up their lines to fire in to the Sturgian infantry line, they may be able to deal significant damage. But once the Sturgians reach the Fions, they will get overwhelmed and cleaned up. Right now, Sturgia taking so many losses to Battania. With all of the concentrated arrow fire hitting them from the sides, Sturgia is actually unable to bring out a win against the Battanians in the engagement. Battania incredibly strong on the defense as they set up that kill box. On the other hand, Sturgia not the greatest on the offense, as well as their greatest strength. Their infantry does have to share the field with lesser effective cavalry units, whereas on the defense, Sturgia prioritizes all of their infantry and they bring out their cavalry for later. So Sturgia losing almost half their army in that engagement, and yet only down by 90. This does look like almost an impossible comeback for Sturgia. Sturgia will bring back their cavalry to the front. Here from the horses, they are just getting annihilated as Sturgia marches forward. They're under bombardment from at least one flank. As soon as they crest over this hill, they will be getting hit by the second flank of Battanian archers. By the time they reach the infantry lines, the front of their shields will be destroyed. You can see already they are looking like pincushions. We'll see if Sturgians can even make it to the Battanians. Does look like we have more reinforcements on the way. They didn't even make it to the battle lines before reinforcements spawned again. So this leaves the entire Sturgian army on the field. Battania still with, it does look like they have 400 in reserve. But when you have a line of peons stretching that long, they're riding straight across from them, there's little chance of survival. And we do have this battle being the battle of the bottom. Sturgia in 6th, Battania in the 5th place. Battania winning this battle, most likely it will solidly keep Sturgia in 6th. And interestingly enough, both factions, while being on the bottom of the field battles, I do have a suspicion that they will be on the top when it comes to sieges. When we do the siege rounds, the defenders will have a chance to hold the walls. A victory on the defense will net them double the points. Sturgia, with their impressive infantry, will be able to meet every faction that takes to their walls. And of course, Battania, when they defend their walls with the Theon and Theon champions, it's likely we won't even see the enemy reach the ladders. That will be interesting to see how the siege battles parallel to the open field battles, as well as the village battles that will be upcoming after the final round of this tournament. Beyond Champions on this flank are crossing very close to the Sturgian battle line. They're intersecting with the Sturgian archers. Have a little bit of an engagement in the middle here. They're able to secure some kills on the peons. Rest of the Sturgian army is getting hounded from the other peon flank. We do have some soldiers breaking already. Battania is backing off. There they go. They're charging forward again. They will be able to clean up this Sturgian infantry, what remains of them. There they go. The rest are beginning to retreat. All that remains are the Sturgian archers, and they will not last long. There they go. They begin to rout immediately. Sturgian mounted raider or Battanian mounted raiders already on the field. Not much they really need to do. As Sturgia flees the battle, probably one of the quickest defeats we've seen so far. Entirely one-sided showing from Battania. And not even half their army. Not even losing half their army. Like about 25% of the army went down. Compared to Sturgia, who lost almost their entire force before routing. Beyond champions, carrying almost half the kills for the Battanians of the Sturgian army. Just 5 short. Now we'll take a look at these scores and see where this puts Battania, if they remain in 5th place or if they do move up to 3rd, 4th, or 3rd. Sturgia will stay at the bottom. All right, so Battania's win does put them in 4th. They do hold the tiebreaker over the Khuzaits, but they do not hold the tie over the Aserai. The Aserai did best Battania in the previous rounds after Battania defeated the Aserai on the offense, so their scores are effectively neutralized. It will be up to the Aserai to secure another win in the next battle, as they will be facing off against the Empire. Now, the Empire, with their 6 wins and 1 loss, that loss given to them by the Aserai will have a chance to once again bring a loss to the Empire, or we'll see if the Empire can redeem themselves and pull off a win against the Aserai and cement themselves as the likely champion of the tournament. If you haven't already, please subscribe and consider leaving a comment down below on what you think of the battle and who do you think will take the battle between the Empire and the Aserai in the next video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.